So, the most basic question of all. What now? What do I do now? With an endless stream of distractions, thoughts, feelings, options. That's one thing this world has amplified. So many things you could do. What do I do now? And in order to really be clear about what to do now, it feels important to know what's happening now. Vast amounts of energy are passing through us, light and sound, electromagnetic. Depending on your worldview, other people's thoughts and awarenesses, the movement of the large and the small, an incredible amount of activity inside our bodies to negotiate for our physiology, just to negotiate itself. So there's never nothing happening. I like the image of people as concentrations, little turbulent vortices of energy in this vast connected web of things happening. So at any given moment, there's vast amounts of things coming through me. Some of them you could say I've kind of created. But as the system scientists say, there's no such thing as a separate system. It's all one system. You're just deciding where to draw the line for the moment for the purposes of examining some particular piece. We are not separate. I think science is making a fundamental error in deciding to prove that things are connected before we believe they are. Prove that they're not connected. Because that's certainly being found out more and more by science. Oh, really? That's connected too? I never knew. Well, some people did, but they weren't speaking a language you understand. I get it. So there's energy coming through, energy being generated. We are affecting the world around us by our actions and thoughts, affecting what's happening inside. And all of that, so much more than we can control, and we don't even need to. The world doesn't need us to do anything. From the level of us that decides these things, it's fine to decide to go do something. I'm going to go have a coffee. Great. But to decide fundamentally that of all of those infinite number of things that are interacting with us at any given moment, if we decide that even a small fraction of them demand something from us, we're done. We are done. Because there is no way we can keep up, keep track, figure out how to respond appropriately to each of them, even know what they are. So, allow. Accept. let your feelings be free in response. Let yourself experience without understanding or trying to make a story. Let whatever's happening inside and out, let it happen. And there will be things that then arise that want to come out in response, that want to be generated. We affect things, and that's perfect, and it's as it should be. But it doesn't come from a mental agenda. It comes from letting ourselves be present. From letting the energy pass through, and whatever comes through us will strike us in a certain way. We will feel something according to our values, our being, and maybe a response comes. Beautiful. Let it. But agendas and plans and with practice, we can begin to listen and feel currents taking us certain places. This is what I'm good for. Feels right for me to be doing. Great, absolutely. That didn't come from reading a book. It came from feeling. Maybe a book woke up a feeling in you, but if it didn't come from a feeling, let it go. What now? Surrender to sensation, to experience, to whatever is happening in the moment, not the story of it, not the meaning of it, the moment itself. And be just as transparent to the things that arise from within you or feel like they arise from within you as the things that come from somewhere else. We try to barricade ourselves, protect ourselves from things. As I've said in another video, if something's in your presence, you cannot make it go away. There are things in this world that nobody would choose to be in the presence of, but they're there. And if they're there with you, you can accept it, or you can limit your own capacity by trying to block it out. But making it go away only happens, well, you can't make it go away, but moving in a different direction only happens when you are free enough to make a choice. And when you block something out, you are no longer free enough to make a choice about it. So, what now? Let it be. Enjoy it. Let things arise. And you'll find that it may sound passive if you're in a fairly mental context right now, but it's the very opposite. It's a very absorbing experience and tremendously rewarding. Notice I didn't get into any details about what or how or who or make this list or whatever, because those won't make a difference. They don't change how you function inside, how energy from the world, how you accept the sensory input of the moment, how you release energy that's come into you or that you've generated. how you interact, what you believe your relationship is with discomfort or love or relationship or complexity. Those are the things that make a difference, changing those. And that only comes when you begin to become aware of that part of yourself. And everybody will find their own path. But this is the door.